Now, this is Birthmark, and this is where we talk about birth injuries, birth trauma, and effects of genetics. Now, in the just concluded sickle cell and hemophilia conference that was held in Ciala, in Kisumu County, we managed to, to know what the government is planning or what plans the government has for us. I also managed to talk to a few people, and I managed to visit a Cabo Lancet booth, and I'm going to share with you what they're actually doing. And one of the things that is very important for us to note is that most of our medical problems start right before conception. We need to know what kind of a person am I marrying, or what kind of a marriage, or what kind of a union am I getting myself into? Do you know what kind of diseases? Do you know what kind of disorders run in the family? And if I'm to get this, how will I handle it? I think its life becomes more bearable when we know what we're getting ourselves into. So karibuni tena, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. YouTube is Birthmark with Adhiambo. Thank you so much.
Sub-Lancet Laboratory is a referral laboratory network that cuts across East Africa and much of African countries. We are the testing point for many cases which were never tested before in the country, but because of the presence of Lancet in Kenya, now we can do many tests for most facilities, doctors. We work with groups like what has got us today here, which is the sickle cell conference. We have quite a number of tests that we do to confirm or to rule out the test. One of them being HB electrophoresis, as well as full hemogram and PBF.
Thank you so much. And your name?
My name is Mubarak Suleiman Barak. I am a business development and pathology lab consultant from Sub-Lancet, Kenya. Sub-Lancet entails testing of pathological samples, from simple tests to very complicated tests, including the sickle cell and genetic testing. We offer a wide range of network across Kenya and Africa at large, and we offer more than 4,300 tests, from simple tests to very complicated tests, including tests that were never available initially, but currently with Sub-Lancet Africa, there are tests that have come on board. And one of the things that will add value towards the sickle cell and hemophilia conference that we are currently attending is the presence of the NGS, the next generation sequence genetic testing, that unfortunately, due to other logistics, majority of Kenyans have not pursued this part. So under Centrogen Lab at Sub-Lancet Kenya, this test is able to check for conditions in patients who have a failure to thrive in bone marrow and have consistency in anemia, after ruling out all the other possibilities. Apart from this, Sub-Lancet also offers testing in other conditions, including causative agents of high blood pressure, tumor markers, thyroid-related disorders, cancers, HPVs, cervical cancers, all different types of biopsies that are attended by our pathologists, both anatomical, clinical, and other pathologists that are on board.
So one last thing, I'd like to know, where do we find Sub-Lancet? Which towns are you guys found?
So Sub-Lancet is headquartered in Nairobi, Fifth Avenue, but we have branches across the country. For example, here we are in Kisumu, we have a branch that covers Western Kenya, but we have a branch also in Kakamega, Bungoma, Kericho, and Kisii town as well. Those covers the part of Western Kenya. Then we have a branch also in Eldoret town that covers much of Rift Valley, and we are also having an opening in Narok town. But we also have a branch in Mombasa and way down in Kilifi, Malindi, those areas as well, and Meru as well, that covers Central Kenya. We also have a branch in Machakos covering Eastern Kenya. So that's pretty much where we are. But we have over 20, 28, 25 branches across the country and collection centers.
Thank you very much. And I think for people who do not know what Lancet does, now you have what Lancet does, and It's good for you to do your genetic testing, and if they have a new system, they call it the next generation sequencing, right? That's what you said?
Yes, NGS, next generation sequencing, under Centrogen Lab. It's a genetic test. And I wanted to add on to what my colleague said. The patient doesn't have to have the hassle of traveling all the way to the major centers. Clients can be attended as comfortable as in the places that they are because of the wider network across the country. So should you have any query, we have our numbers that will be shown at the video below, as well as the email addresses for any queries, and we are available 24 hours in our Nairobi office and among other branches, and we are the best partner to key to diagnostic excellence. That's our motto.
Thank you very much for your